Yeah, good day, YouTube. This is gonna be take two. I screwed around and lost my video I just did, so we'll try again. The month started out good, doing great here, and went up Monday to the local lab, had my PEth test, and easy peasy, and in and out. I gotta have that once a month now, and then I think they're gonna change it till just once a year. And then yesterday went up here to my local lab and had the blood draw for the whatchamacallit, the blood the blood draining, and lost at words now, the phlebotomy, and those numbers came out all right. No problem. They're hooked into the same network, easy peasy. Had my results in a couple hours, and they just sent them to my phone, and so I got those. Ferritin went down 7 points, so it sits at 101, and I don't know, it's slow moving now. We'll talk about that here in a minute. And called the infusion lab to make an appointment, make sure my new order had gotten in as well, because my order ran out last month. And so they didn't call back until 8 p.m. That poor lady's still working. And so she gave us a jiggle back and worked with us really nice, yada yada, and got us in for Thursday. No problem. I think the wife has to miss 15 minutes of work, gets off, take off a little bit early to get down there on time. So good start. Everything, easy peasy. Also got a phone call from the hospital yesterday, and they scheduled me up for the liver biopsy. So that was fast. And so I go in on the 18th to have that done. And going to be an all-day trip, and have to go inland, and have to leave the house at 4:30 in the morning. Check in at 8:30. Couple hours prep time. I think they put some dye in you and something, I don't know. I think they're gonna do the jugular vein and go down that to get to my liver and slice off some happy looking lunch meat sizes now to get their little slab they need there. And said it takes about half hour to get that done, hour or whatever, lay around when you come out of the anesthesia. And so they schedule you for 6 hours. Probably ain't gonna take that long. It'll probably be 5. So they scheduled me for 6 hours, and that would put us back home 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Be about a 12-hour day. Of course, we're gonna stop for my Abby's Pizza, and we'll get that and head on home. The ferritin, we'll talk some more about that maybe this weekend. But we'll talk about possibly why it slows down now that my number's getting low. So I'm at 101. I started at 2,000, and normal is the high end of normal is 388, and I think the low end of normal's 36, something like that, maybe. But we'll talk some more about that, and it kind of hopefully explain how come and why it does what it's doing. I still got the joint pain, the muscle pain still there. Some people, they get relief in a day or two after each one, and that hasn't happened to me yet. So we talked about this, I don't know, a month and a half or so ago. It was going away, but then it would come back, and now it just doesn't go away. The pain doesn't. And some days it's just a little bit worse than others, but I'd like to see it diminish more. Put it that way. Sometimes it's hard to walk. That my thighs hurt so bad, like I ran a couple marathons. It's what it feels like. And but I'll research some more on that. And until then, we'll just keep plucking away. Doctor's happy. The hematologist, he's happy, and wrote another order out, and probably has me for 6 more phlebotomies. So I've had 6 phlebotomies so far, and tomorrow will be 7. Some people have these weekly for a few years, a few years at a time. Others aren't so lucky. This is a disease that doesn't discriminate. It let whoever get a part of it here, get a part of it there. So everybody's different, and especially how the phlebotomies affect you. Some people operate at a low number of ferritin, like at 30, and they don't have no problems. And other people, they take them down to 30, and they're just like a lump of coal, and just no energy, no nothing. And I get pretty lethargic and sleepy, but I'm not to the point from what I've read for some people. So we'll see. About 101. Everybody has a different operating, number. Some people might do best at 50. Some might do best at 100. The goal for my GI and my hematologist is 30. We'll see what happens, when I get down there to that number. I might not even make it to that number. It's hard to say. I'll bitch at the doctor and make them slow down. Or they can just take like half bags. They don't have to take the full 450 milliliters. They can just pull off, like 200, 225 or whatever there. And we'll see where it goes. The liver biopsy, it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. Makes me worry a little bit. But then it doesn't make me worry a little bit, if that makes sense. If that makes sense at all. Worried about, what they're going to say. There's always that. And needs done. That's the bottom line. It does need to be done. And they got me in fast, so just going to be a long day. I guess the hospital, they actually got like little apartment type thingies, like studio apartments that the patients can use. We haven't had a need for anything like that yet. But she asked, because they know where I'm coming from, they know it's a long trip for me. But she asked me, if anybody's talked to me about that. I told her no, and so she's like, well, yada yada, you get like this little studio, a bed and a little mini fridge and some sort of little stove oven, and you can spend the night there before or after if it's just a day procedure. And they asked for a donation of $50. I'm like, oh man, that's pretty cool. And they're like, if you can't come up with the 50, we have people that will still step up and and make that happen for you. So I thought that was pretty cool. We just haven't needed it. All of my trips have been timed good, and day trip, and back home at a decent hour. Only once we came home, it was really bad. I think it was like 3 a.m. or some crap we pulled in. I think it was around 3. And that was a pretty bad one. But that was kind of an emergency trip over there. It wasn't scheduled, I needed to get drained, and the ascites was bad, and and I was begging, and that's where I ended up, was in Medford. So control of the appointment times helps. Didn't have to do anything. This was the soonest I could get in, and so it worked out perfect. I think they're going to go down the jugular vein. I'm not sure. I don't know what I covered because I had to start this over again. And I'm surprised the cops didn't call, because my alarm was going off from a medication, and I tried to save the video, and I looked up there, and the emergency SOS thingy was doing something, but no one called back. So anyways, now I forgot what I was going to say. I just don't really remember what I said the first time around, but month started out good. Like I said, it's only the 3rd. I've gotten all my bills paid that I could pay. Woo-hoo! Got a couple more that'll come in here, by the 10th. And all good there. Everybody's happy. Cats are happy. Dogs happy. The desert tortoise is happy. And, everybody's in a good mood. So it's been good. Been a good couple of days at the old homestead here. I don't know, maybe get me some Subway tonight. But, as far as my health's going, it's still just, hanging in there, I'm not like deathly ill. I'm sick, that's for sure, And when I was in ICU, they told me I had like 6 months left, basically 6 months of life left, that was, 8 months ago. But, I don't feel imminent death coming on anytime soon, I don't. A lot of stuff's back on track, the medication's on track. And especially the right medication and the right dosing of the right medication, most helpful, really, So that's helped a lot, and, still eating away, and all that's good. Just the leg pain. But we will talk about that later. I'll have to do some reading. That way I can explain it without sounding too ignorant about how you get rid of the ferritin and how the numbers move slower as as your level goes down, yada yada. But I'll do some more reading on that, and I'll cover that this weekend. And like I said, tomorrow I'll have the phlebotomy, so I'll probably pop up with a video, cover that, and cover the ferritin, and the pain, and how the blood draws work. But I guess I just go ahead and cut this. Kind of sucks when you lose the video. You don't really remember what the heck he talked about. I guess I should have waited another day, but it is what it is. And look forward to my Abby's pizza. That's for sure. And that stuff gets spendy. I think the last time we went over there, me and the wife, I get a half and half combo, not the giant size, the one size smaller, and a couple of sodas, and that's like $38, $40. It's like, holy heck, but it's still worth it to me. That'll last 2 days. We won't eat it all the first night, and then the next day I'll chow it for lunch or breakfast even. So I like the Abby special, and I like their double pepperoni. That's what I grab, half and half. And the double pepperoni definitely is a breakfast food. But I really like their pepperoni. And that's about it. I'll catch up sometime over the weekend. Or Monday sometime soon, and let you know how that goes, and let you know how my worrying goes over the biopsy, and my thoughts on that, but till then, you guys be safe. Still got my PayPal link down there. We most appreciate the people that click on it. No amount's too small. And that's been most helpful. And we thank you a lot, So if you're inclined, use it. If not, you're not. But you can buy me some Abby's pizza. But maybe have me some Subway spicy Italian for dinner tonight, and sounds pretty good right now. See what the wife wants to do. We don't have anything to do today, so maybe we'll do that. Anyways, you guys be safe, be healthy, and I hope you guys in land are staying cool. Till this weekend we chat again. Peace out.